pursuit of learning at the Dufrocq School. I am Mrs. Noy Mills, Magnet Site Coordinator, and your moderator for this forum. At the Dufrocq School, we enroll students as early as pre-K 3 through 5th grade, with 2 innovative theme programs on our campus. We have the Montessori Magnet as well as the Academic Magnet. Our school focuses on college and career awareness, arts integration, and micro society, and preparing students for 21st century learning. Today, we have very special guests who consist of our beloved principal, Mrs. Mary Rovius. Hi, Ms. Rovius. A few of our parents, Ms. Elizabeth Thomas and Ms. Latasha Raby. Thank you for joining us. We have a few community partners, Mr. Chancellor Skidmore of the Arts Council of Greater Baton Rouge, Ms. Bethany France from Louisiana A+ Schools, and Pastor Dale Flowers of New Sunlight Baptist Church. We have 3 dynamic teachers to join us. They are Miss Antoinette Gavan, Miss Jenna Phillips, and Miss Mary Johnson. I would like to extend a great big welcome to our panelists, and we are so grateful that you joined us to share your stories and highlight many of the learning opportunities that attract parents to apply at the Dufrocq School. All right, you guys, we will begin with the best principal in the district, Miss Mary Rovius. It's no secret that our school has been recognized for various honors and is quite distinguished. There are a plethora of factors that contribute to Dufrocq's distinctiveness. Ms. Rovius, would you share with us the programs and after-school activities you offer students at your campus? Okay, well, we'll come back to Ms. Rovius and we'll move on to some of our dynamic students that we have here. We are so happy you guys were able to join us to tell us about your first love, the Dufrocq School. Today we have Isaac, we have Isaiah, and we have Charlotte England. Let's begin with Isaac. All right, Isaac. What do you like most about Dufrocq's Magnet program?
What I like most about the Magnet program is how everybody is nice here and the teachers try to do their best to teach us.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, and that's very important. Thank you, Isaac, for sharing that with us. Charlotte, okay, Ms. Mills wants you to describe a day in the life of a student here. So what would you describe your day as?
Okay, so what would I I would describe a day is very interactive. So when I first came to Dufrocq, my normal school, we did do some interactive things, but it wasn't really that fun. We just sat and stared at the board. But here, we do class dojo and Kahoot, and I feel like that helps us and as the students learn better, because instead of just watching, we can really learn and better.
Wow, that is so true. It's very important to get that hands-on approach to learning. All right, good job. And Isaiah, this is what I want you to do. Pretend that Mrs. Mills and her children have just moved to Baton Rouge and we're in search of an awesome school. Why should a kid new to town come to the Dufrocq School?
Hello. I think a kid new to the town should come to the Dufrocq School because the Dufrocq School offers learning education that doesn't end at all. And the teachers here have a certain amount of niceness and seriousness, so they know the certain time when to be serious and the certain times where they can actually befriend their students. Also, because the students here are actually very easy to make friends with, and everyone here has a good mindset.
Wow, and that's very important. And thank you. I'm glad you included all of us as having a great mindset. Ms. Gavan, now you are a phenomenal fifth grade academic magnet teacher, and all of those students are in your fifth grade academic magnet class. They are also our new, well, some of our new student ambassadors. So, Ms. Gavan, we all know that fifth grade is a critical year as students prepare to transition into middle school. How have you managed to keep academics and student engagement high during the pandemic?
I have managed to do all of those wonderful things, keeping engagement high and keeping our kids on track by using what they know. Our kids love technology, and so do I. So we found these wonderful ways to get technology into our classroom, not just during the virtual time, but really using it, not just to, to communicate and teach, but we use Nearpod, and of course we use those fun things like Kahoot and quizzes and Quizlets, but we also do hands-on. We do labs in our classroom, and we blow up stuff. But don't worry, parents, it's okay. It's just in our lab, not in your house. Um, we get excited about what we know. So the key is to inject some excitement, because the children really are our future, and we want them to want to learn and to be excited about it. So if we want them to be excited about it, I'm excited about it. And so that excitement gets them wanting to come to class every day. They don't want to miss anything. So that's what I do. I inject excitement into our day. So everything is exciting, even when we're just reading the directions. We make it we make it fun so that they want to come to school and they want to learn. And that's what you want. You want them to want it for themselves. And that's what we do.
Right. Wow, that excitement is contagious. Thank you, Ms. Gavan. And we have Miss Jenna Phillips. She is one of our primary pre-K 3 through kindergarten Montessori teachers who wholeheartedly embraces the Montessori philosophy of teaching. For those parents who have joined us and are not really knowledgeable about the Montessori magnet theme, but you want to jumpstart your child's education as early as 3 years old, we're going to get Ms. Phillips to provide for us a brief background or overview of what the Montessori approach to educating children looks like.
Hi. So, okay. So, Maria Montessori created the Montessori method, which is an approach of teaching the child fully, teaching the whole child. And so, we do teach things like language, math, culture, which encompasses social studies and science, but we also teach sensorial exercises, isolating each of the five senses, and practical life, which includes care of self, care of the environment, care of others, and grace and courtesy. So these are all things to help the child become independent. It also is staggered into 3 age levels at a time so that children can learn from each other and they can work at their own pace. And they're not held back by a grade level curriculum, and they're also not pushed too far forward. They can work at their own pace, and we can allow them to go as far as they can possibly go.
Wow, that's pretty neat. Tell me this, how do you actually integrate the magnet component into virtual learning with students who are as young as 3 years old?
So the practical life is really great for that virtual component because it's so hands-on, but it's so many things that kids can do at home. Things like sweeping and mopping. Parents love for the kids to do that kind of homework.
Oh, yes.
But it's also things like for a 3-year-old to learn how to zip and button their own jacket, taking care of the plants in their home, learning how to pour their own milk and cereal, giving them a lot of independent activities. And these are things that we have all around us. So we can give them the virtual instruction, the letter sounds, and the numbers, but we can also give them those things that they can still do hands-on, even when they're at their house.
Oh yes, and I tell you, it's great. Every parent loves to have a child with those Montessori practical skills to help around the house. All right. Now we're going to move into our community partners. We all know that community partners are critical stakeholders in every school. As Helen Keller once said, alone we can do so little, but together we can accomplish great things. And for that reason, we have partners like Pastor Dale Flowers. Pastor Flowers is the pastor of the New Sunlight Baptist Church, which is located near the school. Pastor Flowers is an active community partner of Dufrocq, and he's a school advisory board member. Pastor Flowers, please tell us why did you and your church family decide to partner with our school?
Well, I guess first of all, I have to say because I am a Dufrocq duck. I am a 1976 graduate
All
of
right.
Dufrocq Elementary. And Dufrocq is where I received my foundation, not only academically, but athletically, socially, even in leadership. I was the president of the 4-H club in 5th grade. So everything, the foundation started right there for me at Dufrocq. When I became the pastor of New Sunlight, there was already a partnership between Dufrocq and New Sunlight, but that partnership began to wane. And I made contact with Ms. Robus and yourself, Ms. Mills, and we renewed that partnership because we want to be a part of what's going on at Dufrocq. Just as when I was there, it was about the village. We want to be a part of that village that helps nurture our children at Dufrocq, so they might have great memories of Dufrocq, just as I do, and develop those friendships that I have to this very day that started right there in Dufrocq. So we just want to do all that we can to be of assistance. You guys have a great administration, great teachers, great staff, great students, and we just want to be a part of the greatness that happens at Dufrocq.
Wow, that was so touching. Thank you so much. What an awesome story. All right. And we also have with us today Mr. Chancellor Skidmore. He's with the Arts Council of Greater Baton Rouge, where he serves as the Director of Community Engagement. And we are delighted to say that his son is currently in our Montessori Magnet program. The Arts Council has been in partnership with the Dufrocq School for many, many years. Mr. Skidmore, what do you think are some benefits of being a community partner of the Dufrocq School?
Well, I think some of the benefits of being a community partner with the Dufrocq School is that we get to fulfill our mission by exposing young people to art very early and also assist teachers in their arts integration efforts. So as an example, we provided instruction through our Heart Trail project, where students received instruction through their PE classes on cardiovascular health. Students worked with their visual art teachers on the role public art plays in wayfinding, blight reduction, and the creation of pride of place. Then their artwork was recreated as street decals along the downtown Heart Trail, which is a trail we have to help people stay in shape and also see some of the sites downtown as they're moving about, fulfilling their health mission, and also taking in some public art along the way. And so we've been doing things like that downtown and around the city for a while. And we're just so excited to be able to partner with Dufrocq. Yes, of course, as you mentioned, my son attends Dufrocq, and also my coworker, Leah Russell, her son attends Dufrocq as well. And so we're definitely a part of the Dufrocq family in a very personal way. And we love the school, and we are always looking for more ways to partner.
Wow, and we are so grateful to have you guys partner with us. The art project was tremendous. I loved it. The students had a great time. doing their artwork and being able to see it in the public and have others admire it as well. And not to mention, get a little healthy exercise in along the way. So, thank you so much for that. And we have Miss Bethany Friends. Hey, Bethany. She is the executive director of Louisiana A Plus Schools. She is a member and the recording secretary of our school advisory council and a parent of 2 Dufrocq alumni. The Dufrocq School initially received a grant to become a part of Louisiana A Plus Schools and have continued with our partnership even beyond the grant. Ms. France, how has Louisiana A Plus Schools community partnership impacted teaching and learning at the Dufrocq School?
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. It's good to see your faces. That grant that you received was a 3-year grant, and you received it in 2013. So that's how long you've been learning about arts integration with Louisiana A Plus Schools.
Wow.
And we really are a professional development model. And what we do is train whole school faculties how to use the arts to teach other subjects. So if your child comes home singing a song about the water cycle, then you'll know that that's part of A Plus Schools. This year is a little bit different, as we all know, with the pandemic and virtual learning. So we're launching in January A Plus University, and that will train your teachers how to use the arts in a virtual setting. And Dufrocq is one of the schools that we're excited to be working with. So their training continues, and like always, the goal is to use the arts to reach every type of learner in the classroom.
That is so awesome, Bethany. We love the arts integration program and the training that Louisiana A Plus Schools affords our teachers. And I also want to add that back in 2018, we dedicated our beautiful library in honor of Mr. George Rodriguez by officially naming it the George Rodriguez Media Center as a tribute of his commitment and love that he had for the Dufrocq students. For those of you who are not familiar with who George Rodriguez was, he painted the blue dog pictures, and he came and had the students learn how to do it as well. So that was truly, truly an asset to our school and to our programs here at Dufrocq. Miss Mary Johnson, hello. We have our beautiful music teacher with us today, and she is also a Montessori certified teacher and a Louisiana A Plus fellow.
Hello to everyone.
Hey, how has community engagement impacted your classes?
All right, as you said, I am a fellow with the Louisiana A Plus Schools, and that's where we marry, the core subjects with the arts. So I use that platform in my classroom, and like Bethany said, if they're singing the water cycle, they're learning, that science input, and it's flawless. So you can't tell when they stopped with music and started with science because it's embedded together. And not only do I use that platform, I also use the platform of the EBR Schools Arts Program, where Mr. Jeffrion is our supervisor, and we have programs where we are asking the students once a year to meet at a school, and once they meet at that school, we teach them dance and orp instruments, also vocal literature, and so they get to display that for their parents, on that day. And the Baton Rouge Symphony is another platform that I also use. I was on the education board for a number of years with that, and with the Baton Rouge Symphony, they would have programs where our students would participate by bringing their soprano recorders and actually playing along with the orchestra. So our children really enjoyed that, and it gave them a sense of accomplishment, and they love being a part of something big. If you're saying, "Oh, you're going to be recorded," then they love that. They want to show their gifts and their talents to their parents. And so the parents are also excited, and they know when their students are here at the Dufrocq School that they're going to get some quality learning.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Miss J. That is so true. And that is really a great impact in the lives of our students. And they have gone on to middle school and high school, with those skills embedded and have done a great job.
Yes.
Before we go any further, I want to go backtrack and go back to Mrs. Rovius. Ms. Rovius, can you unmute your mic now?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. All right. So as I was saying, we have the best principal in the district, Miss Mary Rovius. Ms. Rovius, it's no secret that our school has been recognized with so many honors, and we're just so grateful to have such a distinguished school. Can you please share with us some of those programs and after-school activities that your school offers?
Miss Mills, I'll be delighted to give you just a gist of some of the many programs that we have here at the Dufrocq School. I'm going to start off first with our Micro Society program, and that's just an educational approach in which a portion of the school day is shut down and students run a miniature society in the school, and that enhances the academics that they're having with real life learning. Some of the activities that they are involved in is where students, they create their own government, and they run their own business, and they produce their products to sell. They shop and buy, and they have fun. So we're just really delighted to have that program in our school for all of our students. Also, we have a partnership with Kids Orchestra. This year is going to be called Kids Orchestra at Home, but a lot of our students are engaged in learning to play different instruments, and so that's another great feature that we offer here at the Dufrocq School. And as you have heard about the art integration, we have that. That's just an approach to teaching in which our students construct and demonstrate their understanding of a concept through art. And so that we're just thankful for Bethany and for Skidmore to be here to help us with that program. Yes, we want to give them a hand. In the morning, some of our parents have to be to work by before 8 o'clock, and our morning day starts at 8 o'clock. So we do offer a morning care program for parents, so that can accommodate their child into our program in the morning. And we also have an after school extended care program, and this is where students are tutored, and they can do their homework under our certified teachers. So we're happy to offer that program. And we have what we call a LEAP camp, and that is to help our students to be successful on the standardized tests that they take in the spring of the year. So we are happy for that. We have what we call an Aurora Club for our 5th grade students, which is basically a service club where our students do a lot of projects, charitable projects within the community. We also have a Louisiana Montessori Institute, and that is a training program for all of our Montessori teachers. So we have a lot going on at our school, and anything that we can do to encourage our students, to promote them, to bring out the creativity within them, we are doing it here, and we're happy to do that.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Ms. Rovius. Our school's vision states that all students will succeed academically. Ms. Rovius, what would you say to a parent of a child with an IEP or 504 plan who is interested in your program?
Well, I'll say, first of all, they're welcome once, they're welcome twice, and we really provide for them the accommodations that they will need because, as you said, we want all of our students to succeed. So no one is turned away, and we meet those accommodations, and whatever that child needs, it is provided for them here at the Dufrocq School.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ms. Roby. And that is truly wonderful to know that any child can come to Dufrocq and be successful. And where would our programs be without our wonderful, supportive parents? You guys are the glue that holds us together and the light that gives our school its shine. We have Miss Latasha Raby with us today, and she is the parent of two Dufrocq students. One who is an academic magnet student, and the other in Montessori magnet. Ms. Raby, describe what it's like to have your children attend school here.
Hi, everyone. For my kids to attend Dufrocq, it was a different world in the beginning because they have so much going on, especially with the micro society and everything. My youngest, he's actually 4 now. I'm sorry. Well, he was 3 when he started the Montessori program. And his transition, it was a little rough for the first week. He did attend daycare before starting school, but the teachers, the administrative staff, they all reassured me. They was like, oh, he's going to be okay. And I was looking at him like, okay, he's crying every morning. But soon he was just walking on to class and he just didn't worry about mom anymore. And my other son that attends, he's in the magnet program and he loves it. They now attend virtually, and the teachers and staff, they have made such excellent accommodations for them to learn. And I was actually shocked as far as with the Montessori because, you know, it's more of a hands-on program, but the teachers have done a lot for them. So I'm truly grateful.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Ms. Raby. We understand that it's really difficult for a lot of our teachers because Montessori is not really a virtual program, but they are making every accommodation. They are putting together packets. They're working night and day just to make sure that those children have those enriched experiences of a Montessori program. Thank you so much for sharing that. And then last but definitely not least, we have our beautiful Miss Elizabeth Thomas, who is a parent of a new 3-year-old student at Dufrocq. What were you, Miss Thomas, looking for in a school that you were not able to find anywhere else, but you found it here at Dufrocq?
Absolutely. Well, first, I'd like to say that my affiliation with Dufrocq is both personal and professional. I'm essentially the Miss Mills of McKinley Middle Magnet, as I am the magnet site coordinator. So I've worked with Dufrocq several years, especially whenever we come and our students perform for you guys. And I want to say that professionally, what has drawn me to your program, and you see my little 3-year-old that is a new Dufrocq duck is very interested in my hair right now. What really drew me to your program was how well-rounded the children have been. And the students that come to us from Dufrocq are very well prepared for that next level and beyond. They are very organized. They are very hands-on. They are some of the funniest kids that I've ever worked with because they're just so vibrant and full of life. You can tell that they come from a school where fun is a daily part of their schedule. And I really appreciate that because, you know, sometimes education has that stigma and it really doesn't have to be like that. Hands-on is fun. It is something that engages the students. And then personally, when it came time to choose a school for our little girl, Hazel, I asked Miss Mills one day, I just showed up. It wasn't an open house. It wasn't any special day in particular, and said, would you mind if you could show me a little bit about your school? Without hesitation, Miss Mills took me to the classrooms. I actually believe I went to Miss Phillips' room first. And what really drew me was how engaged the students were in the lessons that they were doing. I love the concept that Montessori teaches you to take care of living things. As you can see, we've actually incorporated a little bit of that at our house since we've been a Dufrocq duck. And Hazel is having so much fun. I was a little bit concerned as a parent when we started everything virtual. I thought, how on earth are they going to translate all these wonderful things, components that make Dufrocq special into this virtual education system? And I have to say wholeheartedly, I have just enjoyed being a part of those virtual classes. Miss Creighton is our teacher and Miss Cole is our teacher's aide. And Hazel has so much fun that on Saturday she woke up and said, Mama, Daddy, I'm ready to go to school. We had to break it to her. There's no school on Saturday. And she was mad. She was angry with us because she was just so excited and ready to come back.
Hi,
Hazel.
Hazel.
Hazel, you want to say hi?
Hello, Hazel. Wow. Would you like to say something to our new parents who are looking at this video?
Hazel, what is your favorite part of school? Can you tell us what your favorite part of school is? What's your favorite part of school? You talk about it all the time. This morning, Hazel told me that her favorite part of school is she loves her teacher and she loves her friends and she loves all of the activities. So she is so proud to be a Dufrocq duck, and I am so proud to be welcomed into the fold. Thank you guys so much.
All right, thank you. And there you have it. That pretty much sums it up. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at ianmills@ebrschools.org. You can visit our website at thedufrockschool.com or check out the Dufrocq Schools Facebook page. We want you to make the Dufrocq School your first choice for magnet programs. I would like to thank all of our panel guests today. You all did a wonderful job sharing, and I am truly, truly grateful that you are a part of our Dufrocq family. And I want all of our prospective parents to remember to go to ebrschools.org and apply today and create new opportunities for your child tomorrow. The application period will end December 2nd. It opens up on October 5th. So I need you to be ready to get out there and join our Dufrocq family. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, may I say something?
Yes, you may.
Before we end this meeting, I would just like to say that I actually recommend Dufrocq because Dufrocq is the kind of school where they don't just sit at their desk and say, give you a paper and say, work on this and then do the next paper. They actually stand up, teach you, go through the process with you, and if you have to, they break it down for you. And also, all the teachers here and the administrators, they actually have wonderful standards, and they accept every student for who they are. Also, the students do that too. So,
wow. There you have it from the mouth of babes. Thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you once again to everyone who have joined us.
But goodbye.